Hello everyone, welcome back to Crystal Clear IRL on the Roundtable, the only show where it connects us, the Roundtable, to you, the viewers, and you guys can share your fan theories. I'm AwestruckVox.
I'm RetroNemo.
My name is Tom.
So how the show works is we have two segments. One, we react and theorize a certain episode via the Stardust app. Stardust is, of course, the app where you can leave your reactions to TV shows, movies. So if you want to be featured on the show, be sure to download Stardust. The link is in the description. Follow us at Roundtable Vids and tag us in your reaction at, of course, Roundtable Vids. Now, this week we're going to look at Lars's head. You know, your reactions and your theories related to that specific episode, and then we're going to jump into just general fan theories. So ready, set, go.
So in Lars's head, new Pink Lars has a cut across his t-shirt, and I think this symbolizes that he's going to be corrupted at some point in the future, because in the episode Earthlings, Steven has the same cut in the same exact spot in his t-shirt right after he tried to cure recently corrupted Jasper, and she swung at him and cut him in the same spot. So I think that's some sort of foreshadowing in Lars's head. So in Lars's head we have Rhodonite, and I think it's pretty obvious, and a lot of people have said this, that there's a pink pearl in her fusion. A lot of people think that she can't be Pink Diamond's pearl because her gem placement is on her chest. I think if she was a pink pearl and a ruby, and both of those gems happen to have their gem placement on their belly buttons, then one of the gems would have to move. So I think she can still be Pink Diamond's pearl.
First of all, thank you, Gills, for your reaction. Second of all, of course, I did make a theory on if Lars could be corrupted, that possibly when Steven revived him, like, the cells in his body kind of got, like, mixed in with kind of like a gemish mutation. So Lars was mutated into this kind of human gem hybrid like Steven, but not exactly like Steven. However, Lars's stars did say that, like, he was able to pass by all the scanners undetected, so I may be off about that, but who knows? Maybe he is susceptible to corruption now. I think it's definitely a possibility. And I also argue that in Sadie Killer, at the end of Sadie's song, when she bites the donut, her silhouette looks just like Lars. And I think that was very much foreshadowing, since the song kind of had a zombie theme to it. Sadie was in the persona of a zombie in that episode, or in that song. So there's definitely some kind of correlation there. And I think it'd be weird if it wasn't foreshadowing. I never made the cut of, like, the same spot where Steven's shirt was cut was the same where Lars has hair in his shirt, but that does make sense.
I don't know. I feel like Lars has been through so much, and like we're seeing him now. He's a captain of a ship and all this crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, I think this is his up arc, where he's like, you know, like finally things are happening for Lars. He's finding a good place. If he got corrupted now, I would feel really bad.
Well, if he just turns into like a literal zombie.
yeah, that's what my theory was. Like, when he gets corrupted, he wouldn't turn into anything like an animal. He would just become like an actual zombie.
Yeah. Because
of all the foreshadowing that there's around it.
Maybe it's more like what I hope to see, but I just want like things good to happen to Lars from here on out.
I feel like bad things are always going to happen in the show, though.
No, I feel that, but maybe like to other people. Like, stay off of Lars for a few seasons.
I feel like Lars's arc is far from over.
Oh,
but
definitely.
Moving over to the Rhodonite Pink Diamond's Pearl thing, I definitely think it's a possibility, but I made a theory that Pink Diamond had at least 2 pearls at some point in time, due to the art book saying at one point Pink Diamond had a custom, more accessible pearl delivered for her. So it's possible that Rhodonite's pearl, the pearl that makes up Rhodonite, was once Pink Diamond's original pearl, but then was replaced because she wasn't as sensible or on her toes as she should have been. So I think both your theories have some kind of weight to it. As for Rhodonite's pearl being the pearl that Pink Diamond had when she was shattered, I don't think so. I think only time will tell, especially since Rhodonite said she belonged to a Morganite. So yeah, I kind of agree, but also like it just depends on when she would have been Pink Diamond's pearl.
I think like chronologically it's really hard to trace like where each pearl and everyone's sort of gone to. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be like a mystery for a while, like until we figure out like who's with who.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's a mystery. We only know the tip of the iceberg.
There's no icebergs in this show, Tom.
Yes, there is.
You're right, except for when they did the Titanic episode.
That was Rick and Morty.
Except for when they did the Titanic episode.
But yeah, thank you for your theory.
Also, to add to Lars' new appearance in Lars' head, wouldn't it be funny if people actually mistake Lars for Pink Diamond now? I mean, they both got the same hair color and same skin tone.
No, this is actually, I've seen being speculated that maybe Lars could at some point impersonate Pink Diamond. No, because he's pink now.
He looks like Pink Diamond. Yeah.
He could like make some kind of wig, and it's not hard to make a dress. So that actually could be a plot point in the future. Maybe he's like, oh no, yeah, see, I'm alive. Oh.
But at that point, like any human could impersonate Pink Diamond with just some like body paint and the right wig.
Yeah, but Lars is like the exact shade of pink. Like even his hair color is like the exact same shade as her hair color.
Right. Yeah.
So it could be setting up something. It could mean something. There's a connection there.
I'd watch that episode for sure.
I don't know.
Just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. Yo, but like, does this mean that Lars is a man or a Muppet?
That song won a Grammy.
I think Lars is still.
That song did win a Grammy, and so will Lars if he pretends to be Pink Diamond and takes her Grammy.
Moving on.
Okay, so after watching Lars's head, I was wondering, is it possible Lion knew that Steven figured out his secret? His expressions could totally lead us to think that, but I totally think there's more of a sentience behind Lion than we're led to believe. What are your thoughts?
There's definitely more to Lion. I think that's kind of like throughout the whole series we've kind of known that Lion's like way bigger than he seems.
Yeah, Lion is a very intelligent animal, and perhaps being brought back to life has something to do with that, but just in general, he's very aware. He knows what's going on. He definitely he lets Steven to his mate. He knows there's a connection between Steven and Rose, so he's clearly not just some dumb animal that was brought back to life. He is very smart. Maybe Rose even trained him to know more than the average lion. But I think that's something that needs to be explored more in flashbacks, and I think that we will see more in flashbacks.
I think that's a can of worms that opens up a lot more questions, like, just about the biology of animals to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, there's so much we don't know about the mental capacity of, like, a lion, for example. Like, maybe the average lion would be able to pick up on stuff like that.
I feel like since he's playing such a big role now, I keep thinking back to how lame his introduction was, where he just
He had an entire episode around him.
I know, he just found him in the desert.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey,
There's a lion. Oh, it could be your mom.
and
It
then
is his mom.
Pearl was
It's
like,
picked out.
I don't want that thing in here.
Yeah, it was like literally that. Like they didn't like do anything else.
No, but the entire episode was like around Lion. Then like in the climax, he saves Steven. He's like roaring portals.
Yeah, but what if like
Woo!
what if they didn't go to that desert?
He would just still be there, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like Hogwarts. Just when your time comes, your owl gives you a letter and says, "Hey, you're a wizard, Harry."
And it's pink. All right.
What did Rose tell Lion? Which like, yeah, I'll be back, but like the next time you see me, I might be like a small pudgy boy, curly hair.
But
I don't know.
I'm gonna have this fat kid, and you're gonna have to look at him.
Is there a possibility that Lion is like a person trapped inside of a lion?
No, I don't think so.
Like a gem trapped in, like the consciousness of a gem trapped inside of the body of an animal?
I don't think so. I think it's just a lion that got turned pink.
Anything's possible, Kevin. You just need to open up your imagination.
I mean, I think this episode kind of spelled it out for us.
I don't know when they found Lion on the tip of the iceberg. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Titanic episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one episode where Lion sees his dad, his uncle kills his dad, and then
No!
Lion trains to become king of the jungle.
Stop!
And then
Donald
turns out the other lion was Yellow Diamond,
And then
and she sung that song, "Be Prepared," Blue.
And then Steven walked in to see that Lion had killed his parents, and then he was like, "If only you knew, Steven." Then he went and joined the...
What about that one episode where Perl went hunting and she shot that deer's mother, and then Rose brought that deer's mother back to life, but pink? You know?
Where's the deer in all of this? Why did we get the lion?
No, the episode was called like Rose's Bambi.
How many animals has Rose brought back to life?
It's actually 7.
I mean, there's only like one tree.
It's an oddly specific number. It's
There's
7
only one.
animals.
There's only one tree in that main, so I'm assuming
If
she
they
brought back
fuse together,
one
will
animal.
Rose come back?
No.
It was one lion and 6 ants.
We're
and
just
then she
writing
got
fan
bored.
fiction.
Thank you for your reaction.
So I think that it's actually a really good idea that the crystal gems could go through Lion and then come out of Lars while he's up in Homeworld. This could mean that he could infiltrate places in Homeworld that the crystal gems could pop out of. But shown in later episodes, he's already coming back to Earth. But I think that would be a really good idea.
They like have like a perimeter, and then they just like chuck Lars over the like 50-foot wall, and then they just come out the other side. He's like, my legs.
No, I seriously, I have a feeling there's gonna be a point where like an entire gem army comes out of Lars's head. Like that's what they're building up to.
He's just
like,
screaming the whole time.
yeah, and then it's like you win the Grammy for screaming.
Oh my God.
No, but I honestly feel like that's gonna come into play at one point.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
They introduced the fact that a lion and Lars are linked, and like Steven come out of his head, not just for plot convenience, but like that's going to be an actual plot point.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely think Lars is going to end up back on Homeworld, probably being captured, and from there, that's when Steven and the rest of the Crystal Gems will come out of his head. Probably like at the end of season 5. That's a theory I've had for a while.
It'll be like the end of Ghostbusters, where it beat the diamonds, they have to cross the streams. And then they have to go inside of each other's heads, and that causes like a nuclear reaction.
I want to see what happens if they actually pull him through, though. Like,
What do you mean?
if they just pull Lars through his own head.
It's just like.
But they said it's not possible.
Oh. Scratch that.
Like this on the podcast made a video about it.
Oh, okay.
That like Lars. Well, the fact they had to like make up an answer on the fly shows that they have no plans to even do that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's because they need to keep it under wraps so they can use that later.
Thank you, Hydra, for your reaction. So next week is our first season finale of Crystal Clear IRL, and we'll be talking about the most recent episode, Jogo Moon. So, what are your Pink Diamond related theories? Why do you think Steven could see Pink Diamond's memories? Is it just because they're in that area? Do you think there's more to it? Let us know on Stardust. Again, link in the description. Follow us at Roundtable Vids, and be sure to tag us in your reaction, your theories. Thank you.
And thank you all for sending in reactions for this episode.
I have to say something because I feel obligated to.
And now we're moving on to our next segment where we read your fan theories. So every week on YouTube, I make community posts, ask you to drop your fan theories, and we're going to go through them and read them.
Make sure they're not better than ours, because then we'll feel bad.
This theory comes from Davy. Rose actually shattered Pink Diamond in her own strategies. But the reason why Rose got to the scenario where Pink would be in a fragile state and walking out of her pocket was because Pink was meeting another diamond. But this diamond wasn't necessarily involved in shattering, just randomly meeting Pink. I personally would imagine that the diamond would be Yellow Diamond, since she was so convinced Rose shattered Pink Diamond, but that's just my theory. From a narrative standpoint, I feel like that wouldn't be good of a payoff to be like, oh, it had to be a diamond, and it turns out it wasn't a diamond. Rose like just snuck up on her, because again, that means Rose had to sneak past the entire entourage, which just isn't feasible. I still think a diamond's involved. I think Yellow Diamond either is resenting the idea of another diamond being involved because she does know one is involved, or just because she doesn't want to fathom the idea of someone she trusts taking out Pink Diamond.
I think like, and I'm like just living in this world for a second, like imagining it, it makes more sense, because like in my head I'm like, why would a diamond shatter another diamond? But you're totally right, like that would just destroy everything they're building right now with like the whole twist and the mystery around it. At first I'm like just blindly believe that Rose shattered Pink Diamond, and now it's got me questioning it, and like the more they reveal, the more I'm like, there's something going on here. So I don't know if I really believe that.
In the reality, Pink Diamond shattered Rose. That's the big twist. That's the big payoff they're gonna give you.
Well, then who's Steven?
Greg's bastard child.
Oh my god.
This one comes from Professor Perrault. Aquamarines are made of shards of lapis lazulis, taking their place as high-ranking gems. That is dark, my friend.
Jesus.
That would take a lot of work.
Yeah, like, to shatter them, then you gotta like smooth out the edges.
Yeah, there's like some sort of artisan on Homeworld then that's like taking the lapis lazuli shards and just like sanding them around.
I like that. I like that a lot. I want to say that's true.
This one comes from Michaela. What if Pearl searched both white and pink and is still under white's control?
Why would they share a pearl? That sounds not practical.
And Pearl's so bad at everything.
I mean, I think the idea is that Pearl searched both of them at different times.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do they
like
get
at first she was
transferred like
white
that?
and then she was moved to pink for some reason.
Are they allowed to be transferred?
That's what we don't know.
Ooh.
That's why it's a theory.
I mean, if they can be transferred, then I guess they could theoretically. But
I mean, the families were transferred after Pink Diamond was shattered, but that's because Pink Diamond was shattered.
right, yeah.
Yeah, so like that would mean that Pearl was the original pink pearl.
Oh, then
And
what?
then the other pink pearl would be rhodonite.
I mean, I think the other pink pearl is just a pink pearl we haven't seen before.
Or maybe it's rhodonite.
Oh, so when Pink got shattered, she was moved to white. Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
Because that's the evidence I have right
No,
in front of me,
what-
so it's easier.
Yeah, she was with white, and then she just got transferred.
Yes.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah, and like that's why she joined the rebellion, because she was like, ooh, I like being with Pink because I get to see this hot rose quartz all the time. And then they're like, you're gonna go with white diamond now, and she's like, all right, how can I screw everything up?
I mean, it'd be a good segue to explain why, but I don't think it's really necessary.
Well, the thing is, we also know that at some point in the rebellion, Pearl was fighting against Pink Diamond because of the flashback.
Yeah.
So that probably means that was before the other pink pearl, because we know a pearl was present when Rose was shattered.
Yeah, that's true.
But it couldn't have been our pearl at that point.
No.
She was already in the rebellion.
So it makes more sense that she's with white. Then.
You mean, at what point do you think she was with white in the timeline?
I don't know, just at a point before she was with Pink.
I was thinking after.
Are you thinking after?
I don't think it was after because
Once she got shattered,
Pearl's gemstone's in her head. So I think that tells me that she was created for White, possibly. Well, I think she was created for all four, like a fusion of all four diamonds.
Maybe.
Oh.
She was training to be White's Pearl, but then Pink came along and they were like, oh, you need a Pearl. Here, have this one.
Anything makes sense.
I don't know, like I feel like when the diamonds fused, it was all four of them fusing, not just yellow or blue.
Yeah.
Or just blue and pink. I think whenever they fused, it was all four of them. And since they had yellow pearl, blue pearl, and so on, it would make sense they have a pearl just for that fusion. I think that pearl was our pearl.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so she's like the Ultra Pearl.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
She's so lame.
So, in theory, that means she would serve both White and Pink, but I think the idea that she served both of them, it's just like the easy answer. It's like everyone wins.
Yeah.
It's like the participation trophy. I want something more interesting than that. Like, some people need to lose in this battle.
Every diamond is a diamond.
Yes.
Put that on a t-shirt.
This next theory comes from Seba Kurasavili. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Hey, I have a theory. I think that White shattered Pink because White was the best diamond and Pink was just an overcooked diamond. So White thought Pink would only cause problems. We think that White's powers are mind powers, and that explains why Blue remembers the sword but not the bits. And maybe that's why Yellow is so rageful? I think White wanted to get rid of anything linking her to be guilty.
White was trimming out the fat.
I mean,
yeah, I feel like that's a pretty common idea at this point, and it's one that I've also speculated. I feel like it makes the most sense that Pink was like defective, she's overcooked, she's short, but White ideally would be the perfect diamond. She's like the leader of them all.
Yeah.
She's like the diamond, the master, the end all masters. So it makes sense you would want to get rid of Pink because she ruins like the order, the balance, or what a diamond should be. Like you can't have a subordinate of a diamond that's stronger than a diamond, and if Pink's overcooked, that's very much a possibility.
yeah, it's true. And it's just like a motive for like the whole thing in general. And it fits.
Hey man, just because you're short doesn't mean that you're useless.
Yes, I think you're onto something, and we appreciate your theory.
Yeah.
Alright, White Diamond's the best diamond.
Not your grammar.
Oh, not my grandma?
Not your grandma.
Nicholas Tran said, I think White Diamond disguised herself as Rose and changed the other Rose's memories. Well, I feel like the other Roses were bubbled by the time Rose started rebelling, and that's why they're bubbled and they're in pink bubbles. Because I feel like only a diamond, maybe whatever Pink's power was, caused to poof all of them and bubble all of them. Because like, how else would all those Rose Quartzes get bubbled in one room?
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Now, unless there's like other gems in Pink's core that like a bunch of other gems sought out the rest of the Rose Quartzes and they all bubbled them. And since they're other Pink's core, the bubbles are pink because the gems would ideally be pink, like a Morganite or something. So I think it's something we have to wait and see, but it looks like only one person bubbled the Rose Quartzes. I think that one person was Pink Diamond. As soon as like Rose started rebelling, they probably don't even know that Pink Diamond was shattered.
Yeah, I mean, she probably, like, when they started rebelling, she probably freaked out. Because she's like,
Yeah.
oh god, this is my first responsibility, it's not working. She probably just bubbled everyone that was, like,
Just
causing
panic.
problems. Yeah, just, like,
Just
panicked.
clean up the mess before mom and dad get home.
Yeah, that was, like, literally, she put it under her bed.
So as for like White herself disguising herself as Rose, I know that gems can shapeshift and everything. I just feel like it's kind of impractical.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
So honestly, what is the probability that White Diamond killed Pink Diamond?
I think it's pretty high.
I don't know.
I feel like because like
I mean, I feel like it's really hard to say just because we don't even know who Pink Diamond is or White Diamond is yet.
Right. So if White Diamond could be anything, we're like, it's probably this thing that we're missing in the narrative because we have nothing else.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like Yellow's an obvious red herring, so it can't be her.
Right,
And
yeah.
Blue Diamond seems like she's seeking out the truth herself, so I feel like it's not likely to be her
That would be
unless
the
she's
biggest
just like
twist.
I feel like
being really manipulative.
Yeah.
I
So
feel like White Diamond's just a scapegoat at this point, just because it's like a wild card where we don't know.
Well, I mean, in terms of the fandom, yeah, she's a scapegoat, but in terms of this narrative, she hasn't been even introduced yet, so she's not really a scapegoat to anybody.
That's true.
I mean, even like that's why she's a scapegoat because she hasn't been introduced yet.
That's true.
So it's like, well, we don't know that she's not the reason that Pink Diamond got shattered.
Yeah, like benefit of the doubt, but I feel like the narrative clues do point to her, like, not narrative clues, but like what we can piece together, it does paint her to be the most likely culprit.
Yeah. I don't know, right?
It's something the other diamonds wouldn't see coming, but something that I guess the audience could kind of see coming.
I guess.
But it's also making a lot of assumptions of who she is, which you're saying is like not like the best idea to
I
be
feel
super
like-
confident in.
I don't know. I feel like it's just not that well thought out to be like, yeah, it was White Diamond.
Yeah, because it's going up a lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait until White Diamond's like confirmed to be in.
It's like White Diamond's first introduction. It's just, yes, I can't wait to shatter Pink Diamond.
Swinging a sword.
Then I just look like an asshole.
This one comes from Yurihara. There is no rose quartz. White Diamond actually created a mental mindscape for Pink to live in, and comes to terms with powers and lack maturity in the form of Steven. It's why the universe of the show is to continue from when he's not there. That's wild.
So
that's mind blowing. That's a game theory. That's like MatPat theory right there.
It's a lost theory. It's all a dream.
So wait, so like.
I mean, I hate theories. It's like it's all a dream or nothing's really there. So I don't buy with it, but it's interesting.
It's just
so Pink Diamond's the only one who's alive, and it's just a simulation.
Basically.
Whoa.
It's like that Rick and Morty episode where they're in a simulation, and then Morty's not really Morty, and Rick is really Rick.
Or that one Family Guy episode where they're in a simulation, and Stewie didn't really kill Lois. He was just in simulations. Yeah, I'm not ready to kill her yet.
Dude, if this is the ending they go with, I will give the show 5 stars and everything.
Why?
That'd be awesome.
He likes
like the light shut
Nemo
on,
likes
and they're
it.
like, no, Pink. Like, and he's like, what? What did I do wrong? Like,
And then it's just
you shattered all of us.
It shows them all just like going home after a filming session.
Oh my God.
I hope if the series gets cut soon, or like just cut before they get to the end. That's just how they end the last episode.
Yeah.
It's just like somewhere completely in the middle, and then it's just like cut, and then like Steven's like, oh thank God, I was getting so tired.
The last scene in Steven Universe, Steven's like, I want to bring back to like Pink Diamond. He's just like, I can't do this, guys. And then like the background behind him like falls, and then there's like green behind
That'd
it.
be what Gumball does in their finale, honestly.
It's just like Danny DeVito voicing Steven.
And like an animated picture walks on. You gotta do the scene, dude.
He's like, hey, listen, I'm not here for any more than a couple more days, so you better get cracking on that script. And then he just goes home in his car and goes home to his wife, and she's like, tough day at work, honey? He's like, man, I can't believe these writers.
No, it's just like, here's what's crazy to me, sugar. I'm in every single episode, yet Yellow Diamond gets paid more than me. And she's like, I don't make the budget, I just approve it.
But you made the title. Read that. What does that say, Steven? It says Steven, doesn't it?
That's 2 diamonds and no Steven on a show called Steven Universe.
How does that make sense?
I think it's just funny the idea of like Savani and like Connie being in the same shot because it's a different actor.
all 3 of them just like, what? You know, Savani's just like, is it my scene? Is it my scene? No, we're not doing the scenes anymore. Go home, AJ. And Steven takes off the wig and it's just Zach Callison the entire time, just like really short.
I just want him to take off his wig and it's Danny DeVito.
I think it's like just all the voice actors just like in costumes.
I want Zach to just be like a intern coming back and it's like, I got your coffee, Mr. DeVito.
I don't want that shit, kid. Oh. And that wraps up this very interesting episode of Crystal Clear IRL. Again, next week we're looking at Jungle Moon. Again, Stardust app, follow us, Roundtable Vids, leave your theories, leave your reactions. And hey, like, don't just stop at Steven Universe. There's a whole plethora of shows and movies to review from. Seen Black Panther recently? Leave your review on the Stardust app. We have ours up.
As always, guys, thank you so much for your submissions, both in Stardust and in Theories. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Check out our merch at Teespring if you want some cool Roundtable threads to show off to all your friends. I know we do. As always, I've been RetroNemo.
I've been AwestruckVox.
My name's Sam.
We'll see you next time.
My name's Sam.